It's a goal for West Team.
He's got plenty of space. Nice cut. He gets around the keeper. That's it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alfaro could be in here on his left leg. Alfaro! Oh my goodness, it's a goal!
You don't have to keep saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not computer literate. We work to make sure that the only thing you'll have to say is, it works. Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez!
Oh! And speed! Go back!
Eddie Speed, baby.
Where is this game?
Beckham.
Buddy, I'm telling
CSL's one of the oldest but strongest leagues, and here's lands down on a cross in front. Dawa trying to put in the opening goal. He puts it with ease. Nonetheless, it's another goal to his tally, and lands down go up 1-0. Drawing for the outside. What a nice tap in. Dawa makes it a brace. Goes on the cross. Drives his way in. On a touch. And it's goal number 3 for Lansdowne. It's Ali Dawa with a hat trick. Just before the half. Ali Kamara sprinting down. His speed is his best quality. Puts in a nice pass, and it's another goal. I think it's Carlos Smart's first for the club. Oh, this could be a chance for Lansdowne to make it 5. Kamara. Oh, this is beautiful. Another beautiful goal from Ali Kamara. Feed it forward, but it deflects. Kavanaugh. Mulher. Sending it out wide, go for the cross, get another tap in, and it goes in the net. Into the net. Carlos with the goal. Full control here. Kavanaugh. Slipping one real quick. Still in play. This could be the easy 7th goal. And who else but Cal Galloway putting in the 7th. Good dribbling. And Ali Kamara makes it 8. He's determined to get that other goal in, and he just lets it brush the net. Walsh has been let back into the field after being addressed. Trying to win the foot race here as Renegades looking to get the opening goal. The tackle from DeMarco is going to give Renegades the penalty. This shot. And he saves it! Daniel DeMarco saves it. He keeps it clean for Lansdowne, but the ball is still in play. It's kept in play. Lansdowne cleared into midfield. Head on the far side. And Lansdowne go ahead. Lansdowne go ahead. And who else will it be? It's Dow Kavanaugh. Dow Kavanaugh puts Lansdowne ahead 78 minutes into the match. And the boys dance it off. The man who comes in the clutch in all the big games. 38 years old, but plays like he's 30.
Yes, Polly. Richie on ball in the middle.
Come for the cross. And it's an equalizer. Renegades, they make this a game. Off a header on a nice cross. It's what they've been doing pretty much all match. And they say game on with 9 minutes left. And it goes in. And it goes over. Lansdowne don't equalize. Daniel DeMarco gets the right position last time, and he's going to try it again, but it still goes in. It's 2-0 to the Renegades. And he lets that one go in. And it goes in. They keep their advantage. Edwards hoping he can get a save here, and he does. Renegades feeling encouraged that they could possibly go into the U.S. Open Cup, 5 U.S. Open Cup. And it goes through. Renegades are going to their first ever U.S. Open Cup 2025. Congratulations.
Welcome to Hofstra University in Hempstead, Long Island. Tonight we have the NISA Nation Championship Final, a thrilling match coming up between New York Greek Americans and Worldwide Problems FC. As we kick off under the lights here at Captain's Field. In white are Problems, in blue are the Greek Americans. To get things going, ball quickly conceded to the team in blue. Trying to stay on the ball, Greek Americans, and they'll launch it forward. An early attack. It's headed down, space in front, trying to dribble across the face of the box. Has a man to his side. Chipped into the box. A first chance in the opening seconds of the match. Skirts just to the left of the goal. Greek Americans already hungry to hit the back of the netting.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Pat Murphy. I'm just joining along here with Noah Zimmerman. We're commentating tonight's NISA Nation National Final. Of course, sorry for the slightly delayed kickoff. Of course, everybody had to get their logistics in. But glad to have Noah Zimmerman here as help. He's doing the play-by-play. I'll be doing the color commentary. This is the opportunity for the Greek Americans to win their 6th national title. The last time they won a national title was back in 2014 with the 2014 National Amateur Cup. Worldwide Problems, on the other hand, are in their first chance at a national title. It's kind of like the match earlier today between the Red Bulls versus Los Angeles Galaxy. Los Angeles Galaxy actually completed winning their 6th national title. They're the California side. And Red Bulls were vying for their first. So it's kind of like a mirrored matchup between New York versus LA. What do you think, Noah?
I think you put it perfectly. It's always great watching underdogs come up against these big teams, long-established teams. And always good to see which team is going to come out hungrier.
And
I definitely
think that Worldwide Problems fit that bill. They were definitely a bit of an upset when they took out last year's national finalists, Las Vegas Legends. It was a great final in the West. Las Vegas 2 weeks ago actually had that matchup gone the other way. This final would have been postponed because of Open Cup. So great to see everybody tonight. Looks like we get some action here on the Greek American side. Noah?
Yeah, and another attack up on that left wing. Greek Americans searching for another chance. Already had one just to open that match. They're blocked off there. Problems trying to escape now. They'll move into that midfield third. Good pass forward. Forced to turn it back, but they have runners going forward. A good through ball. It's picked out by the Greek Americans. They'll turn it around once more. Pressured by 3 white shirts. Able to find an escape route. And a good driven ball over the top. Once again, space to work on that left-hand side. Cutting into the box. Trying to find space to shoot. He has a go into the hands of the goalkeeper. First save of the match.
Greek Americans were concerned about their available players. Of course, that they have a very deep roster this year. This is why they won the EPSL Championship last year. One of their biggest problems was their manpower. That's not a problem for them. Worldwide Problems, on the other hand, do have a problem on their hands. They were kind of short on the travel. Of course, traveling across the country is difficult for anybody that's not a professional side. But what's interesting after this result is whoever wins tonight's final will be invited into the NISA Pro Division. And it's they will get a little bit of financial assistance towards their bid if they choose to do so.
It's a little overeager on the through ball there for the Greek Americans. Goalkeeper off his line. Scoop it up before it runs out of play. Problems taking over once again. And the other challenge for Problems is facing a pretty cold December evening here in New York. Coming all the way from the southwest. Greek Americans, of course, local and accustomed to it, running again into the box, having another shot, that one wide. Goalkeeper diving, likely had it covered. But the Greek Americans dominating the chances here in these early minutes at Hofstra.
Yeah, we're talking a difference of 50 degrees. 80 degrees versus, well, I would say more like 40 degrees. 80 degrees in Long Beach versus 40 degrees here. And it's only going to get colder throughout the night.
First corner of the game, in-swinging ball into the box. Finds a head, bouncing around. And it's booted into the air by Problems. Coming out to challenge for it, Greek Americans refusing to relent. Trying to pin Problems inside their own defensive third. Clearance finally comes.
Sorry about
for
that,
a Greek
guys.
throw.
We're here at the Hofstra University Soccer Stadium, the home of the Hofstra Pride. This is the home of the Greek Americans in their regular season. Just a big coincidence that they were able to host this national final. Last year was out in Indio, California, with EPSL champions Northern Virginia FC taking out Las Vegas Legends. New York Greek Americans unseeded Nova FC in the EPSL final 2-0 back in June. It looks like it's going to be a throw-in.
Yeah, very well read in the midfield by the Greek Americans to pick it off. Attempted to spread it wide. Almost brilliantly kept in, but here's another chance pressuring the men in blue. Escaping now with a tiny bit of space. Our problems. Back into the midfield, trying again. That through ball. Can they find their teammate? It's a good sliding challenge there. Very well done to close that one off. Greek Americans back on the ball.
Greek Americans known for winning. They've won a record for U.S. Open Cups, tied for most among currently active clubs. I mean, there are clubs out there that have won 5, but neither of them exist anymore. So you're talking about a side that has tied with 4 MLS clubs for Open Cups. And it's quite an amazing feat to think, sorry about that, guys, to see what is available here. It's like I think I fell off the edge here.
Greek Americans pressing, especially in that midfield area. They're rewarded with possession time and time again, exploring their options here in the middle of the park. And a good diagonal ball once again, that left side. It's caused so many problems here already. Checked there and forced to turn it back. A little space to work with. High floating ball towards the corner of the box. Taken down by Yusufi, and he lashes the ball. Didn't quite catch it clean. Goes all the way out for a throw.
Yusufi's been a great signing for New York Greek Americans. They haven't joined this past summer. He actually scored a bit of an Instagram famous reel goal against Rock City Boom in the NISA Nation East Regional Final. If you look at that reel on Instagram, it actually has 1.7 million views. That's just goes to show the attention that the NISA has been getting, with especially the skill play. But Yusufi, definitely a great player for the Greek Americans. Anybody notable on Worldwide Problems? Not that we know, right?
Not that we know of.
Yeah,
Again,
Worldwide Problems, they were only founded, I think, only a couple years ago, and they really made their debut in the last couple years and really been rising up the ranks. It's definitely one of the Cinderella stories that people want to see, and there's probably a lot of people out in the neutral side that are supporting you Worldwide Problems tonight.
Here's Israel Ramirez. He spreads it to the other side for problems. Checked well by the Greek Americans. And forced into an error there. It will be a throw to the New York side. That will do them no help. The Greeks already dominating possession in this first half of play. And push wide again to Yusufi. One defender on him, let go of the ball. Exploring now on the right. Space to work with. A good layoff, top of the box. Challenged by problems defenders. Ball is taken off cleanly. The western side will go again. Another long ball. This time their attacker can run onto it. 2 blue shirts right in front of him, dancing around the ball, looking for just a little crevice to sneak into. Lashes it across the box. Picked up cleanly. The edge of the 6.
Straight to Francesco. He was anchored in the right position. He knew to read the pass and
very well read.
Looked very effortless.
And the Greek Americans just cutting down any chances for Worldwide Problems. Attacking on that one was Aaron Abarca. He had nowhere to move. Nobody running into the middle of the box. Now penned in. Their defensive end are problems. They'll boot it clear. It's taken by Nicholas Obarak. He has it back, pushes it wide. Greek Americans carrying into problems territory. Now running, pushing forward. A good sliding challenge disrupts the play, doesn't get rid of the ball. Greek Americans still on it, challenged by white shirts time and time again. This time they'll spread it all the way to that right wing.
Good track there. Look at that build-up.
What a play, and a great shot at the end of it. Didn't quite catch it to keep that down and on net. But they do get a shot off after some good build-up, the Greek Americans.
Yeah, Greek Americans, they had a bit of a slump in the past few years. They didn't even make the playoffs in the first season of the EPSL. They had to kind of rebuild the squad after a shock loss from newly promoted side Manhattan Celtic back in 2021, and since then they just slowly kind of went up the ranks. They were a defensive side for so many years. Now they're all about the attack. It's going to be interesting to see what wins tonight's match. Is it going to be the offense or the defense?
And of course, that EPSL Metro Conference, a really, really talented one all across the board, top to bottom. Some really terrific teams in the New York and tri-state area competing in that division. Greek Americans trying to prove what it's all about. So they draw a foul. Nothing more. And a good set piece opportunity. They'll take it quickly and play it to the left. Pushing forward, a good slide to intercept that one. Working well our problems. Options on the right and left. It's another diagonal ball. Trying to run into it is Israel. It's a heavy touch off him and carries out a play.
Not too many clean chances by either side, really. It's been a bit of a cagey match, would you say?
Yeah, it was really just that first real chance in the opening 30 seconds of the match where the Greek Americans really looked poised to find the net. But since then, no convincing opportunities either way. Though the EPSL side have really dominated the chances. It's another good ball, but well defended this time. Worldwide Problems get it clear for a throw. Side in blue. Get things rolling again. That ball is read well, booted into the air and headed down. Problems trying to work quickly, but cut off very well on the defensive end. Back to the goalkeeper. It's Owen Patrick Gawronski in net for the New York Greek Americans. Stepping up to intercept on that one was Nicholas Petridis. Problems taking the ball back and just carrying it a little too far over that far line. Another error, another ball over to the Greeks. Tossed down, but into traffic. Problems clear it only to the midfield circle. And given right back. We'll see if they can build something here. They've really tried to catch the Greek Americans out with those long balls. But for the most part, they've been read by the EPSL side. That one's picked out before they can cross midfield. Greek Americans coming running the other way. A good dribble around one man, but too many white shirts. They can't get the ball away. Looking, still searching. A shot from the top of the box, off the bar and in. An opening goal for the New York Greek Americans. What a strike.
Is that Etienne Body?
Believe it was. Just entering space at the top of the box and hammering that the first time. Bar down. What an opening goal in this NISA Nation final.
Kind of reminded me of that Frank Lampard goal against Germany that was disallowed, except it was allowed.
Yeah, that one clearly bouncing back up into the net. No controversy about that, just a brilliant strike, and we have our first blood drawn here at Hofstra University.
14 minutes into the match.
Now Problems chasing a goal. Back on the ball. Work it along the back line. Inviting a little bit of pressure inside their half. And then a brilliant sliding challenge to pick that ball out. Conceded right away, but Francesco Perinelli doing very well to pick that ball away. Cleaned up and booted away by Owen Gawronski. Players come together, arms seem to be raised. Being called for that one was Kobe Jacobs, and he's having words with the referee. He's not happy with that call, but it did look like his arm was raised, and that's...
It's like Gurhan.
Yeah. Restarting. Greek Americans on the ball for the first time since going up. We'll see how they approach things now, if they'll chase a second in this first half. Like his arm was raised. The early goals, always big in finals. Again, the MLS Cup final today, Los Angeles Galaxy scoring twice the opening 14 minutes. Greek Americans only found the net once in the first 14 here. They're pressing hard, nearly winning that ball back. Problems, finally some space to work with.
Yeah, the first 28 minutes of the MLS Cup, that was it was a 3-goal game. It was like a shootout. And then it just got so cagey. It's just a little cagey in the beginning with a bit of a Greeks breakthrough. I don't think we're going to see the next goal too soon. I think problems are going to make problems for the Greeks.
And always fascinating to see how teams approach the situation after that first goal. The Greeks seeming to enjoy possession inside their own half. Finally drawing a light press. Good piercing ball forward, laid off.
It's funny, someone was asking in the comments, why was there no audio in the beginning? It's because of the copyrighted music. YouTube would shut the stream down, so just a simple answer there.
Greek Americans again exploring their options. A little bit of space on the right, but Yusufi cut down, trying to get something away in a very physical play. Little extracurricular activities. A fair challenge, albeit a heavy one. I believe it will be out just for a throw for the Greek Americans. Referee just making sure tempers don't boil over here. Last thing Problems want is to get the referee's attention while they're already chasing a 1-goal deficit. This game is still well within reach, but they'll have to act to keep it that way. Throw in here, the edge of the box and back to the touchline. This time a cross floated in, finds a head, the top of the 6, laid down. Another shot from the top of the box, that one safely into the hands of the goalkeeper. It's Isaac Swanson doing pretty well these opening stages. Not really much he could have done about that glorious opening strike. And another press, another ball won by the Greeks. Dancing around the top of the box, slipped in, into the 6, a shot and a goal! Greeks up 2!
I think that's number 22.
22 is Francesco Perinelli. Finding the back of the net for the second time in this first half. Maybe shades the MLS Cup final after all. Inside 18 minutes played, it's 2-0 to the New York Greek Americans. In a big hole for worldwide problems to dig themselves out of.
I mean, definitely worldwide problems are just as much in the match. It's just that, yeah, no one ever wants to concede 2 goals in less than 20 minutes. Definitely changes up how they're going to have to approach the rest of the match. Now they got to at least get the conversation going with their first goal.
Again, seeing how the Greeks attack the game. Now with the 2-goal cushion. Not pressing as hard, but refusing to relent in the midfield. That ball probably shouldn't have slipped through 3 blue shirts, but it did. Cleaned up by a 4th. Sent back to Goronski. Dribbling and passing away from danger. The Greek Americans are doing so well to find space and shut down any problems press. The ball won cleanly, but out for a throw there. Another ball lofted to the problems box, that time picked up cleanly. No issue for Swanson. Rolls it out, But now the press does come.
Oh, look at that slide tackle.
Problems. What a tackle by Perinelli, winning the ball.
Yusufi.
Yusufi into the box. That one's cleaned up. But what a play. It's not over yet. Perinelli trying to find something else here. A body hitting the deck for the Greek Americans. Referee will have none of that one.
Really battling their way in there.
And a great physical game. You see, desperate for a third, refusing to relent. The Greek Americans want to take as much ground as they can conquer in this first half. It's so hard to work your way back into a game when you can barely breathe inside your own half. Running out of space as they cross the half-field line are problems. Greek Americans the other way.
Look at that shape. They just keep, the transition is so nice right now.
A great
just
move.
beats him.
What a dribble. More, oh,
Ooh,
wow.
He had a chance to tap it out on the open net here.
So many shirts unable to come up with the stop for problems. And very nearly a tap-in wide open inside the 6. Very nearly a third. They're lucky to escape from that one. Is there any way you think that problems can really make away with this relentless press that's just forcing the ball from them?
I think it's just going to have to catch the Greeks on a lapse. I mean, that's how Greeks have lost a lot of their games in the last couple of years. They just kind of stopped taking it seriously. So, I mean, of course, you've got to be good to beat the Greek Americans, but they've had a lot of lapses of concentration, and it's always going to be that moment for worldwide problems to slip their way back in. I mean, remember, there was a match with Newtown Pride. It was a 3-3 matchup, and it went into extra time, so anything's possible.
And there's a good challenge forward, rewarded with a foul, and we'll likely see our first caution of the game. The yellow card coming out, cutting down a very good and well-worked break. And like you said, Problem is just trying to catch the Greek Americans on the back foot. They've done a lot with that long ball so far in this match. It's definitely their preferred method of attack. And this time they'll have to try things from a dead ball. It's their first of the game. Bodies lining up at the top of the 18. Four white shirts along the edge of the box. A fifth not far away. Now the Greek Americans forced just to watch the option on the far touchline. We'll see what Problems can cook up here. A lot of motion, referee just having a word. Couple targets for Problems. Now darting into the box. They get a foot to it. A dive by the keeper, and it just goes wide. A brilliantly worked move off the set piece. Nearly rewards Problems with their first goal, and it would be a huge one to get them back into this match.
Well, it definitely shows that they're very organized in their set pieces. That was definitely a nice setup.
And possible wake-up call to the Greek Americans to not be a little careless. They don't want to give up more chances if that's what Problems can cook up with their first set piece of the game. Played back to Owen Patrick Garonsi. Did well to dive for that play off the set piece. Not sure if he had it covered, but it looked like he made it all the way to his post. Ball stripped away by Problems, but taken astray. This time thrown all the way back. Just coaxing Problems into a little bit of a midfield press for working it forward. A great tackle. Wins it right back. Possession changes feet a few times, comes away. The hands of the Greek Americans, who again are trying to use that left. Good flick over the top, trying to fend off his defender, but it does go out of play. The referee says it will be a goal kick, despite the protests of the Greek Americans. Goal kick high and long, all the way to midfield. Nearly taken back by the Greek Americans, and it looks like they will. Comes off of the foot. And it was Israel Ramirez, the lone man in white, against the two Greek Americans battling for that ball. It came off of him. Greek throw. And the flag comes up there, and it will be another free kick. Hard to imagine Worldwide Problems will test the net from this one like they did the first time. It should be enough to help them clear their lines, finally get that ball away from their defensive third. Spent a lot of time there. Taken right back in Greek American territory, sent quickly. Well defended at first, but pressed hard. Forced to turn all the way to their left side. Greek Americans shaping up so well, just trying to control these zones, close down escape routes. They leave just a little bit of space along the touch line, but Problems cannot make use of it. Trying to carry past midfield, but forced into a long ball. Picked off by Problems. We'll see if they go back to that long ball to open up space. They're forced to keep it short, forced to send it back. It's along their defensive line now. No pressure by the Greek Americans, at least not yet. The lead favors them. Problems cannot create anything. They're stuck back here. Nearly a two-man game between the center backs at this point. It's Miguel Moreno pushing it forward.
That's a
Pinch
nice
forward
pass.
again. A great ball, a chance, and a shot wide. But finally, Problems creating something. Like you said, just always trying to keep the Greek Americans napping.
It's all about building that momentum, and we still got about 2/3 of soccer left in this national final.
If you give up this early, what's the point of even playing the full 90? Just searching for that first goal back. And then if they find it, the first goal, that second will not seem nearly as daunting. Physical play, and the whistle does come. Greek Americans upset again. The quick whistle by the central referee. It's taken quickly and surrendered quickly. Given right back. A lot of extra yelling with the referee. I wonder what his limit is before the cards start flying. Greek Americans definitely don't want to get into bad favor. It's a lot more difficult to defend a lead with cautions. They already have drawn one from the referee's book. Space along the side. Can they keep it in? Problems just running out of space. Good run. Not quite enough to put the finishing touches on that. But since conceding the second, Problems more eager to carry that ball up instead of just lofting it forward. High driven into Problems territory, to Problems possession, and right back to the Greek Americans. Yusufi doing so well to win it back. And it looked like it just came off of Problems defender last, and it will be a corner. I believe that's number 3 on the evening for the New York Greek Americans, dominating the set piece numbers. Can they find their third? Will be an in-swinging ball once more. Players stacked right in front of the net. Towards the back post, just past everybody. Kept in play. Trying to escape. Problems carry forward. Little too much mustard on that long ball. And it's cleaned up by Nicholas Petridis. Goronski's clearance. One back. And a sliding challenge on the top of the box. The referee says it was all ball. Problems man down inside the box. And that sliding challenge, the lunge will draw the whistle by the referee. A little bit of chaos there. It looked like the Problems man, frustrated with the foul call, flung the ball at the referee, did not hit him. Referee none the wiser. Going to check on the man still down inside the 18. That was so close to a foul and possibly even a penalty. The Greek Americans needed to time that sliding challenge to perfection. It was perfect enough for the referee. And now the white and blue shirts will march all the way back downfield. The Greek Americans take their free kick inside their own half and they'll carry it forward. A good play. Is there space on the left? It's a one-on-one, picked up and cleared by Problems. Goes all the way to midfield once again. But that's really only as far as Problems have been able to clear these chances. Another giveaway. Yusufi dancing on top of the ball. Has a man to his side. A one-on-one inside the box. Gets across away. Finds a head over the bar. And the flag came up. It would not have counted. But another clever little play there by the Greek Americans. Searching for yet another goal inside this first half. Good physical play. Shouts by two players. And it's another Greek Americans foul. It's becoming a little bit of a drama here at Hofstra University. Bodies have been flying to the ground.
Well, to be honest with you, that's the kind of match you want to see in a final. You want to see people determined to win. These guys traveled all the way across the country to win a national title. They're going to do everything they can to get a result.
And you think, given the deficit, that Problems are going to want to turn up that physicality?
Oh, definitely. I think that just it becomes natural in any matchup. You just start out-muscling everybody and hope that you can grind in a couple goals to get back in there. I mean, even just a goal right now will put them right back in the conversation.
Good chance, a great save. My, what a stop that was. Pouncing to his right, Isaac Swanson keeping that ball away from the back of the net. But it's chance and chance after another for the Greek Americans. Even with the lead, they look more poised to strike again. Another corner coming in, floated and off ahead. Referee blows his whistle, says an elbow came up. And that will be all for that attacking move. Another goal kick, won by the head of Hermanis Achterkamp, the captain for the Greek Americans. Problems doing well to get to that ball first, and that one as well. Another yell. His feet came together fighting for that ball. Referee will have none of it. It's a long ball picked out of the air. Good header there. Bodies again coming together, and once again drawing the whistle. And the frustration may draw more. Referee having a word. Really letting the man know that more protests will earn him a spot in the book. Restarting with so much space. Really is a tale of two halves of the pitch. This must be lonely inside that Greek Americans half, but it's jam-packed on the other end. Problems trying to populate things on this end, and they have the ball slipping through a few blue shirts. Space to work on the right. Flag comes up. Oh, heartbreaking. A well-worked move.
I think that linesman was just happy to raise his hand. It's to stand that still in this freezing cold right now. You just
Yeah, and I think you said it, the linesman, the most still man in the park. He's had so little to do.
He was determined to freeze the play like he's freezing himself.
Space for El Mahdi Yusufi to get it back. He releases it, gets it back again. Dances around a man, draws a foul. A brilliantly worked move by El Mahdi Yusufi. And that's a free kick in a very lethal part of the pitch for the Greek Americans. And that crafty winger at it time and time again, causing chaos whenever he's on the ball. Just 3 white shirts in the wall for worldwide problems. 2 in blue standing on top of this ball. Francesco Caorsi steps past it. Little dummy. He'll join the targets. Ball comes in, this time on goal. A little too high.
Tried to bend that one just a little too high, and it went over the crossbar.
And Greek Americans trying to use the art of distraction to catch problems, searching for a cross instead of a shot. Goalkeeper had it read. Shot a little too high. Another ball won back in the air. Greek Americans fighting and winning it again, but not cleanly, says the referee. He's been watching those elbows. They've been coming up a lot, as they tend to do in finals. Finally, restart. Free kick from inside their own half. Conceded back to the Greek Americans, and there's space again for Yusufi to work in. Cuts it back.
Cut.
Oh, he's so crafty on the ball. Got a man to beat. Defender backtracking. Yusufi, hungry, searching for that opportunity, trying to get it back. Can he keep it in play? Chops it in front of the net, and a great defensive header. Took some defensive brilliance to keep that crafty move by Yusufi from resulting in yet another Greek Americans goal. What can you tell me about what that winger's done for the side in blue today?
Oh, he scored. I think he's leading in goals for the side, the Greek Americans in all competitions. I mean, he scored a hat trick in his national semifinal. That was only within a couple weeks of him joining, so he's already made a great impact, and he's definitely the reason why they're bringing in all this recent success in the league and other competitions.
Another corner for the Greek Americans. This one, an outswinging ball, finds the feet of an attacker, but 4 white shirts converge. Good physical play to win it back. Greek Americans still on it. It's a beautiful shot. Oh my goodness. So close to being rewarded was Francesco Caorsi. What a shot.
Talk
just
about
inches.
You know, if there's anybody taking a beating today, it's the net. The net is just taking it all on all sides.
Yeah, and only one net so far. We'll see if the second half gets the other net included. But Worldwide Problems would love to get some action on that end before the halftime whistle comes. Doing well to control the ball under pressure and one back. taken away by from Kentrell Dorsey. Greek Americans back on it, trying an early cross and furiously asking for a handball. And the referee now blowing the whistle. And I'm not too sure what the call is, as the Greek Americans are not happy despite the whistle blowing. Seemed like they were asking for a handball, and that seems to be what the referee is saying. But nonetheless, it is yet another set piece for the New York Greek Americans. The locals dominating that stat today. This time everyone lined up along the top of the 18. Most of the blue shirts near the back post as the ball comes in, headed away. Defended. Can they clear? They can't. Problems. Diving header trying to clear. Kaorsi lays it off. More space to work with. Back to Yusufi. It's a one-on-one. A great ball, just a little too high for the leaping header. And a little kick at the end there. A little bit of frustration, perhaps, as the Greek Americans concede a free kick. That's taken quickly and played short. Perhaps not to their advantage, as they were pressured early. And then Problems give up the ball again as they carry into opposition's territory. It's back with the keeper, Galronsky. He is pressed, unleashes a decent ball into the midfield, but that one's picked right back up. Problem surging forward, a long-distance strike, not challenging the net.
Getting close to the halftime here, and it's still 2-0 to the Greek Americans. I guess we've been seeing a little more chances from worldwide Problems, but they're running out of time for the first half. What do you think they're going to be talking about at halftime?
Yeah, they have to figure out a way to really escape their own half. They've had such a hard time beating the Greek Americans' midfield press. Here they finally have that ball back, sent forward into the box. Can they cut it across the goal? Well defended and kept in play. A brilliant defensive slide. Greek Americans refusing to let anything happen inside their own box. Sufi lays it off. Sent all the way. This time the left wing. Greek Americans did so well on this side early on. Trying to find something before the ball runs out of play, and it finds the foot of a defender. Will be rolled down to the corner flag yet again. The corners are mounting for the Greek Americans tonight.
About 90 seconds to the 45-minute marker, plus some stoppage time. I don't see any electric boards out tonight to indicate, so we're going to have to see if Gurhan gives the gesture on the extra time. Sometimes he does.
Ball comes in, finds a head near the back post. Second ball, picked up by Problems, cleared. Not too far. Well done by Nicholas Petridis to get to that one and create almost a reset there. 10 Greek Americans inside opposing territory. Now down to 8. Inviting a press. They got what they wanted. Just one man in white pushing forward. It's Kentrell Dorsey, the lone presser. It wasn't enough to dissuade the Greek Americans. They have the ball again, working and fighting for space on that left side, barely keeping it inside the touchline. A great pass, top of the box, trying to chop it in. Space inside, a brilliant save once again, and trying to clear our Problems. Looked like it came off the Greek American last, and it will result in a goal kick. And Problems can barely breathe inside this first half. I'm sure they would be more than thrilled to hear the halftime whistle at this point. This game is far from over despite the advantage. They just want to make sure that the 2-goal lead is all that they're down entering the second 45 minutes. Another ball for the back post inside the box. Bodies come together. 2 blue shirts hit the deck. Nothing happens. Another goal kick. The damage in this first half, in the 14th minute, was Etienne Bodie. And in the 18th, not far behind, Nicholas Petridis. 2 stunning goals to give the Greek Americans a very well-deserved lead in this NISA Nation Championship final. Little tug down there. Nothing by the referee. And he will now blow for the halftime whistle. So at the end of 45 minutes here at Hofstra University, it is the New York Greek Americans 2, Worldwide Problems FC 0. 45.
Gets on the man at the back post, and there's the goal. There's the goal. And now he's through, and it's a goal. It's a goal for Westmeath.
He's got plenty of space. Nice cut. He gets around the keeper. That's it. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Alfaro could be in here on his left leg. Alfaro! Oh my goodness, it's a goal!
You don't have to keep saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not computer illiterate. We work to make sure that the only thing you'll have to say is, it works. Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez!
Oh! And speed! Go back!
Eddie Speed, baby.
Goodness, are you serious? Where is this game?
Beckham.
Buddy, I'm telling
CSL's one of the oldest but strongest leagues, and here's lands down on a cross in front. Dawa trying to put in the opening goal. He puts it with ease. Nonetheless, it's another goal to his tally, and lands down go up 1-0. Drive for the outside. What a nice tap in. Dawa makes it a brace. Goes on the cross. Tries his way in. On a touch. And it's goal number 3 for Lansdowne. It's Ali Dawa with the hat trick. Just before the half. Ali Kamara sprinting down. His speed is his best quality. Puts in a nice pass, and it's another goal. I think it's Carlisle Smart's first for the club. Oh, this could be a chance for Lansdowne to make it 5. Kamara. Oh, that's beautiful. Another beautiful goal from Ali Kamara. Feed it forward, but it deflects. Kavanaugh Mulher. Sending it out wide, go for the cross, get another tap in, and it goes in the net. Into the net. Carlos with the goal. Full control here. Kavanaugh. Slipping one real quick. Still in play. This could be the easy 7th goal. And who else but Cal Galloway putting in the 7th. Good dribbling. And Ali Kamara makes it 8. He's determined to get that other goal in, and he just lets it brush the net. Walsh has been let back into the field after being addressed. Trying to win the foot race here as Renegades looking to get the opening goal. The tackle from DeMarco is going to give Renegades the penalty. This shot. And he saves it! Daniel DeMarco saves it. He keeps it clean for Lansdowne, but the ball is still in play. It's kept in play. Lansdowne cleared into midfield. Hit on the far side. And Lansdowne go ahead! Lansdowne go ahead! And who else will it be? It's Darryl Kavanaugh. Darryl Kavanaugh puts Lansdowne ahead 78 minutes into the match. And the boys dance it off. The man who comes in the clutch in all the big games. 38 years old, but plays like he's 30.
Yes, Paddy. Richie on ball in the middle.
Come for the cross. And it's an equalizer. Renegades, they make this a game. Off a header on a nice cross. It's what they've been doing pretty much all match. And they say game on with 9 minutes left. And it goes in. And it goes over. Lansdowne don't equalize. Daniel DeMarco gets the right position last time, and he's going to try it again, but it still goes in. It's 2-0 to the Renegades. And he lets that one go in. And it goes in. They keep their advantage. Edwards hoping he can get a save here, and he does. Renegades feeling encouraged that they could possibly go into the U.S. Open Cup, 5 U.S. Open Cup. And it goes through. Renegades are going to their first ever U.S. Open Cup 2025. Congratulations.
concludes the first 45 minutes of the 2024 NISA Nation National Final. As the 2024 draws to an end, NISA Nation announced their second champion. On Your Hurricane here, come to you live from Hofstra University, where the Greek Americans are currently going head to head against Worldwide Problems for the 2024 NISA Nation National title. At the moment, the score is 2-0 to the Greek Americans, with Parinelli and Bodie securing the 2 scores on the scoreboard. However, the Greek Americans have claimed 5 titles, and if they claim tonight, it'll be their 6th national title. As for Worldwide Problems, they are a newly established club. However, securing a spot in tonight's final is a testament to their work ethic. It's a cold one here in New York, there's absolutely no doubt about that. And thank you very much to Pat Murphy and Noah for the commentary. I can't wait to see what's next in store for the second half. Stay tuned to find out who will claim the 2024 NISA Nation National Final.
back to tonight's broadcast of New Logical Sports. We're come back from the half, a 2-0 victory for the, 2-0 victory, 2-0 lead. 2-0 lead for the New York Greek Americans so far in the NISA Nation National Final. Goals from Etienne Badi and Francesco Parinelli. What did you think of the first half, Noah?
It was all Greek Americans. I think that was clear from the first 30 seconds when they had a clear opportunity to attack that Worldwide Problems net. They did so with such vigor that they made it clear who was here to really play in that first half, and they just attacked non-stop for 45 minutes, barely conceding anything the other way, defending so well on the counter. And they'll look to close it out in these final 45 minutes. It will be a difficult task. Definitely got a little chippy and physical towards the end of that first half. Excited to see the fight that Worldwide Problems brings into this second frame.
Yep, and comebacks can always happen. Just a reminder, guys, if this match is not resolved in 90 minutes, there will be 30 minutes of extra time. And if it's still not resolved, it will go to penalties. This is a national final after all.
I'm sure Greek Americans would like to spend as little time out in this cold as possible, even if they are used to it as the local team, playing on a field that they often use as their home. And as we said in the first half, Worldwide Problems flying in from the west just yesterday, barely spending any time in New York prior to this match. They'll leave tomorrow. So almost no ability to acclimate to this frigid climate. It is a chilly night here at Hofstra University. They're definitely feeling it. Referee checks with both teams, his linesmen and the goalkeepers. Will be Greek Americans kicking things off in the second 45 minutes, and they do so here at Captain Field at Hofstra University. Greek Americans holding on to a 2-0 lead in the NISA Nation Championship Final. Quickly on the ball. Here's Yusufi. Spent most of that first half along the right wing for the Greeks, opening up on the left here. A little bit physicality. The flag comes up. That's Miguel Moreno earning the first free kick of the second half. Moreno will take the free kick that he earned, but he'll play it back. Julio Perez worked it back to him. Now it's sent, a little diagonal ball towards nobody but blue shirts. Coming the other way now are the Greek Americans. A little bit of space. It's a one-on-one on the right side. A second defender there to help, but still, it's Greek Americans on the ball. A good run finally ended there.
Oh, look at that ball control. I mean, he actually kind of fumbled it at the last second. It looked like he wanted to do a little more fancy work there.
Ball hammered back and forth, but that's a poor opportunity, nearly handed right to Worldwide Problems. Greek Americans luckily able to shift back. They concede possession once more.
They're getting a little more relaxed with their long balls here. You notice that? They're not going for the surefire short passes. They're just playing around a little bit. They seem a little too confident, and that might hurt them.
Yeah, and you never want to take your foot off the gas, especially in a championship final. And for such a talented team, I think you said something in the first half, that they've been beaten just when they let their guard down a few too many times. And they will not want to hand a lifeline back into this match to Worldwide Problems. El Madi Yusufi, with one defender to beat, a second delivers a good cross, but a good pounce by Isaac Swanson to pick it out of the air.
Yeah, Worldwide Problems definitely looking a bit better this half. Definitely was a serious halftime talk there. Look at, spoke too soon. Turnover.
Coughed up in the midfield, trying to send it forward. Holding on to the ball are the Greek Americans, just can't slip through two more white shirts.
They were a bit lucky with the couple of bit of turnovers there, but they couldn't convert.
And of course, the Greek Americans not too desperate to convert these chances. It's a race against the clock for them at this point. That being said, they are really working their press up here, waking it up, and winning that ball back inside opposing territory. Very well driven. Space to get that ball away from his feet, but it's still with the striker sent into the box, and that one's chopped away. Problems able to get away from that one, but the ball is not clear. It is a throw. Francesco Caorsi did so well to build that run up before it was finally cut out. He's been the main target man on the right side so far for the Greek Americans in the second half. Turning away from pressure, but unable to. Problems looking to escape. They run out of space. Scorpion kick to settle that ball. A good bit of athleticism to secure possession. Two problems. And a long ball just poorly hit. He's trying to pick out Israel Ramirez. The ball finds the feet of the Greek Americans instead. Nicholas Oberauch sends it wide. Checked and forced to turn it around. Looked like Francesco Caorsi may have been offside there. He was forced to step back. Trying to win that ball. Great physical battle. A little push in the back, but no call by the referee. It looked like a clear hand on the numbers. Francesco Perinelli scored a goal, looking to set up something here. His ball can't quite find another blue shirt, but it's a good press. Nearly winning the ball. The referee says all those little challenges were clean. Letting them play physical game, breaking into the box once again are the Greek Americans. Once again, closing them off are problems. And there is the clearance finally. There are 21 of the 22 players, now 20, inside Worldwide Problems half. They'll look to change things on the break here. A little bit of a mishit there, but able to control it. Has options on the right, but a beautiful read cut out before could find, I believe, again, that was Israel Ramirez making a great run into space, heading into the box. They'll have to settle with a corner here. Taken short. Two defenders able to escape them. There's a free header.
Oh, what a goal.
Opening goal. The first for Worldwide Problems FC. And that is not what the Greek Americans wanted to let happen. That's what happens when you just step off the gas a little too much, allowing Worldwide Problems to get a foot right back in the door. It's 2-1.
And it's officially a match here. 2-1 here at Hofstra University Soccer Stadium.
And that is exactly what this match needed to really pick up some steam in the second frame.
Really echoing the MLS Cup final earlier, right? I think it was off a set piece that the Red Bulls scored their goal when they were 2-0 down, so it's just kind of interesting to see the parallels here. Does that mean this match is going to end 2-1?
Well, it's certainly what the Greek Americans would like, but now I'm sure we'll see their press step up a little more now that their lead has been sliced in half. It's a cheap giveaway. In midfield, Israel Ramirez forced to turn it back. A great read, just unable to take that ball away. The whistle does come there from the referee. Problems free kick taken short. Wind picking up here at Hofstra. Chilly night. Despite the new climate, Problems are right back in this game. Barakatular Sharifi pulled down there, earning a free kick for the Greeks. Played short and behind, spread out. on the right side now. Now problems coming the other way. That one's cleaned up by Hermanus Achterkamp, Greek captain, who gets it back from his goalkeeper. Achterkamp carrying and not pressed. He'll float it into midfield. Good touch by Sharifi. Sharifi pressured, dribbling around. A great run, but the whistle does come. A little too much use of the hands by Sharifi. We'll go right back the other way. Do you see anything from Worldwide Problems since finding their first goal?
I see determination. I see they want to at least end the night in style if they don't win, but they definitely think that they have a chance to come from behind here.
And with a team as good as the Greek Americans, sometimes you just need to see that ball go into the net once to realize that these mighty teams are mortal, that they can be beat. We'll see if they can determine problems here to find a second, still chasing a deficit. Well hit by Saeed Robinson. A good switch and controlled, getting around a defender. And brought down inside the box. The referee having none of it, once again pointing to the corner. It will be another dead ball for the Greek Americans. But they're pleading for...
He has the look on his face. It's like, I've seen this 11 times, actually. And it just said no.
Cool, calm decision by the referee. There was no doubt in his mind that the challenge was fair. The corners continue to mount for the Greek Americans. They have dominated the set pieces all evening long. Come close on a few. We'll see what they can do from this one. Outswinging ball. Floated to the top of the six, trying to find a head. Bouncing near the top of the box, lashed at. Looked like it took a bit of a deflection, or perhaps it wasn't quite caught well. But it will just be a goal kick in the end. Isaac Swanson has been terrific in goal for Worldwide Problems. He's made sure that the Greek Americans have only scored twice. He's made some remarkable stops. Trying to bring some confidence to a backline that's been tested by a very crafty Greek offense. Goal kick floated and taken nearly by the Greeks in the midfield. They're pressed heavily. Spinning away there is Nicolas Cabral. And now a good ball over the top, trying to run onto it. Running out of space, but just able to get it back. And it looks like they've won themselves a free kick. What a spot for that. A quick lapse defensively concedes a golden opportunity for Problems to find a second. Body is well inside the box, near that penalty marker. Ball comes in across the face of goal, headed into the air, and collected by the goalkeeper, Owen Patrick Gawronski. Oh, nothing comes from that set piece for Problems. Sent over the top. A header by the defender ends up in the Greeks' favor. Physical defense, winning it back, trying to shield him off, but pure grit and determination to keep that play alive. Kaorsi finds his man, sent out wide, brought down at the top of the box. Referee says no.
Yeah, I definitely thought that was kind of clean.
Well defended in the end by
Well, at least they won it right
Problems. But they can only do so much. They're under so much pressure. A good slide to stop. Floating for that back post, chested down. And there was a blue shirt in the box. A little bit of a difficult and dangerous decision by Isaac Swanson right there to pick that one up. Another ball one in the midfield, and a foul will come. Saying there was a bit of a shirt pull there, hoping to see that yellow card come back out of the referee's pocket, but it has not. Really only featured one time in that first half. Good, clever free kick. Yusufi fouled, surely. Referee says no.
I think he actually called a free kick for worldwide problems.
Having absolutely nothing to do. The blue shirts hitting the deck. Looked like the bodies did come together. Elmadi Yusufi likely had his jersey tugged there, but fought through it. Another chance for the Greeks. Taken first time.
Whoa, what a...
Lashing with pure power. Couldn't get that one down on goal. An early shot. Not sure if the goalkeeper Swanson was quite ready for it, if you were able to just get that one on frame. Goal kick finds teammates in the midfield, but it's stripped away from them. Yusufi, he's got help to the left, help to the right. He's tackled, tackles, and wins it right back. A good one too, but he's checked, forced to turn around. Saeed Robinson sends it across. More space on the right. Looking to get across the way, and it's a good sliding challenge. Able to keep that one in play. And it will be a goal kick. Impressive defensive work there. Played along to the left side. Problems. Try to work it slowly up the field before finally launching that long ball. Winning the race to the spot was problems, but winning the ball was the Greek Americans. Owen Gawronski draws pressure, unleashes the ball all the way back to midfield. It's a good header by Yusufi, but he is whistled for a foul as the bodies did come together just a little bit there. Played quickly by Problems. And another whistle coming here. Julio Perez winning another set piece. They'll take this one short. White shirt near the top of the box gets it away. Sent back by Sebastian Pla. More space for Israel. Into the box, a little bit of a move to the right side, but in the end, no real trouble for Owen Patrick Gawronski. Off his line to collect that ball out of the air, and he'll toss it out to Elmadi Yusufi. Yusufi to Jacob Woznicki. Woznicki has teammates, opts for the big switch. Slow things down a little, but gets some work in on the other side, and it's a brilliant ball into the box in front of Gannett. Hammered into the back. The flag stays down. It's a third for the New York Greek Americans.
And it looks like it's Vizitsky. He's a guy that's brought in to score goals. He came in the late spring of last season. Was missing for a good chunk at the beginning of this season. Looks like he came back and immediately produced.
And just after Worldwide Problems found their first, is canceled out by the Greek Americans. Jacob David Woznicki getting on the board, and it's 3-1 in favor of the New York side. Still plenty of time to work with. Is there enough time for 2 goals? Problems have found the net once. That's proven extremely difficult. And for good reason, this New York Greek American side, so good on offense, so good on defense. Just constricting on the press.
Yeah, for a side that's known to be of a Mediterranean culture, they're definitely used to the cold tonight. This Long Beach side, on the other hand, a little bit more of a struggle.
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary for the Greek Americans. They're used to this. And as we said before, problems came to the East Coast just yesterday. They've had no time to acclimate, no time to train. But that's not stopping them here. More physical play. And it will end with another free kick. Referee putting a quick end to the complaints, shutting down any protest by Francesco Perinelli. Problems take it. Carried forward by Sebastian Pla and sent towards the other side. It's one right back. Good touch, but an even better touch by Greek Americans to win it right back. Yusufi. It's a one-on-one. Step over and past his man just like that. A brilliant ball into the box. Goalkeeper off his line, and it's a great save. Well done by Isaac Swanson to keep another chance from finding its way into the box. Off his line and sliding to get a chest in front of that one. But it will be yet another dead ball, another set piece for the Greek Americans. Substitution made here by Worldwide Problems. And it will just be a throw-in here for the Greeks. No immediate options. Forced into a near turnover, but it will just be another throw. This time nice and simple. Francesco Perinelli to the midfield. Etienne Bodi floats it into the box. Nobody quite there to run onto it. Etienne Bodi, one of the goal scorers for the Greek Americans. Bodi and Perinelli in the first half. And then in the second, it was Jacob David Woznicki. A little insurance after Problems cut the lead briefly to 1. I'd like to do that one more time. You see all those blue shirts now mostly inside their own half. Bit of a change from earlier on. So there's a heavy press, a little too heavy. It's another free kick. It's Francesco Perinelli just having some words with the referee. This free kick will be taken right in the middle of that kickoff circle. Battling a little bit of wind, so they'll play it short. Nicolas Cabral, he sends it high into the box. Bodies hit the ground, and it will be a Greek Americans free kick. A little bit of an undercut there, jumping to try to win a header. Greek Americans launching it diagonally over the top, trying to find Yusufi. Finds his chest and he's brought down. The referee judging that it wasn't quite off the ball, that it was a 50-50 that they were fighting for. And that's a good near takeaway. Just a brief lapse along the back line. Nearly dispossessed there. It was Nicholas Overrock. Good control there by Jacob Woznicki. Tries to play it wide, but it's cut out. Problems the other way. Into opposing territory. The defender on him. Defender wins out. No clear owner to the ball. Until it goes astray, it will be a throw-in to the men in blue. Tonight's match now finally outscoring the MLS Cup final. Of course, no goals scored past the first half hour of that game.
It's kind of interesting to note, right? There's a few matchups between the California and the New York side, or New Jersey, if you want to go into that. What was it? Earlier this year, NPSL's El Farolito, they defeated Motown in the final. Then in the Major League Baseball World Series, Dodgers took out the Yankees 4-1, 4-1, right? And today, the LA Galaxy took out the Red Bulls 2-1. Right now, it looks like an opportunity for New York side to finally win one this year, right?
Clever little touch into the box. There's a man wide open, and instead he goes for goal. In so much space was El Madi Yusufi, perfectly set up to find his first of the game after being so effective, but instead the Greek Americans go straight for goal. I believe that was Francesco Perinelli. It took a deflection, did not find its way to the goalkeeper, and it will be out for another goal or another corner kick. But yeah, a little bit of a blooming rivalry between New York and Los Angeles this year in the sports world. And great for this match to contribute.
There's definitely been a lot of great New York versus LA matchups over the years. There was the Rangers versus the LA Kings. That was Yankees versus Dodgers. Mets versus Dodgers.
Turned away here are the Greek Americans, pressured in the offensive third, but they still hold on to the ball. White shirts everywhere. And a little clever back heel, not quite good enough to thread through the defensive line. Ball hammered around, helped along. There's a chance for a shot, a little dummy and a gorgeous flick, in on goal, and there it is, number 4. Gorgeous, sublime, 4-1 Greek Americans.
And I think that puts it to bed for them. There's less than 20 minutes left in the match, and the Greeks now have a 3-goal lead.
Their largest of the night. They've had answers for all of their problems. But as you said, surely that will put this match to bed. Still a good amount of time, but a 2-goal lead was already daunting for problems to face. 3 goals surely impossible for the Long Beach side tonight.
Definitely a bit of a sizable audience tonight. We have over 300 viewers at the same time.
It was good to see people checking in online to avoid the frigid weather here.
Oh yeah, definitely those guys having a nice hot chocolate by the fireplace. Somebody's out there doing it. Somebody's probably those folks, watching out in Long Beach, enjoying, and probably the 75-degree weather now.
And this is one of those nights where you would dream of even just 60-degree weather.
I mean, it was a lot of warm weather in New York the last few weeks, and then it just finally decided to be winter.
There's space. Problems looking for a second. In the face of defeat, refusing to go away. That was Weldon Florian unleashing a ball that traveled all the way into the hands of Owen Patrick Gawronski. The shot stopper for the Greek Americans has only conceded once on the evening. Solid in goal otherwise. Pressured inside their own half are the Greeks. They hold on to it, doing so well. They fend off that physical play so easily. Bodies come together in the box. We'll see who that ball came off of last. It looks like it will be another goal kick. It seemed inside the first half that the Greek Americans were destined for a big number on the scoreboard today. It took them a little while to get there. Chested down and possession conceded. Julio Perez throws it back into play. Good switch.
Some of the folks talking about how the Greek Americans should have gone to the West Coast. I would have loved to have gone to California. I love California. I swear to God, it's great weather. It's always sunny out. You don't really get. I mean, it's definitely a lot of things to enjoy here. But yeah, traveling is definitely a challenge for any team going across the country. It's look, I commend anybody that can make the trip. I'm just responding to the comments, Noah.
Of course, it's always fascinating seeing the travel requirements in the non-professional leagues. Always a little more concerning and difficult as there's another chance looking for a fifth now. Help is here for the Greek Americans.
Paul
Two white shirts,
McVeigh.
and it's a shot wide.
Paul McVeigh, the former Finn Harps man.
Asking for a substitution.
Last won a national title with Lansdowne Yonkers back in 2021. The Fricker and National Average Cup double.
Of course, Lansdowne, yet another one of those incredibly talented teams in the EPSL Metro.
Uh-oh, looks like he's...
A couple players down, one for each side. In blue, that's El Mahdi Yusufi, nursing what hopefully is just a cramp. Their medical trainer onto the pitch for problems. Hopefully nothing too serious here. But Yusufi was asking for a substitution for the Greek Americans.
So actually, speaking of travel, the Greek Americans did win their last national title back in Salt Lake City when they took out I think it was actually a team from California back then. 2014 it was actually late August. The whole group had to travel out to Salt Lake City. So, I mean, they're no strangers to traveling themselves. I think they last won the Amateur Cup down in Florida. They've even competed in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Back in their last foray into that goes back to, they may have actually gone in 1991 or 1990 as a runner-up because the St. Petersburg at the time couldn't make it, but they definitely were a regular in the 70s. And they have played Liga MX sides, so they're no stranger to traveling.
Substitutions are being made. Both players who are on the ground now exiting play. For worldwide problems, that was Julio Perez, who's walking along the outside of the field and being helped off by the athletic trainer. For New York Greek Americans is El Mahdi Yusufi. A shame to see after a brilliant game. So unlucky not to find the score sheet himself. But he did so well to set up so much of this offense. And now finally we will resume play. It will be a corner kick to come for the Greek Americans. Stop me if you've heard that one before. Much less urgency out of the Greek side. Headed, a glancing header trying to open up something along the back post.
Paul McVeigh cutting it.
Still alive here. Laid off. A high floating ball towards the back post. Still in play. Still at the feet of the Greek Americans. Here's Donio Bedoya.
Former professional.
Hammered into the air. Bedoya trying to win that one back, helped by Paul McVeigh. The Greek Americans do have it back. Bedoya plays it back. Plenty of space in the midfield, no pressure on Francesco Perinelli. Much more calm, controlled, and passive out of the New York Greek Americans. They know their job is so close to being finished. Silverware waiting just beyond the touch line for them to lift. All they have to do is see this one out. His problem is get that ball into the box, headed back by his own defender into the hands of Owen Patrick Gawronski.
Yep. the only way you can avoid the back pass rule, adopted back in 1990, or maybe 92, I don't know.
I've seen plenty of violations of that rule at the professional level lately.
Oh, you just got to make sure you make contact back with your keeper on any means other than your feet.
Ball comes out of play. It will be another throw. Greek Americans taking over, and they are in no rush whatsoever to contribute to the passage of time. They will make a switch, accompanied by one for problems. And coming off is number 22, Francesco Perinelli, one of the goal scorers for the Greek Americans. Done so well, earning himself a nice early rest. The switch made for problems as well. We'll resume from the throw-in. Just about 10 minutes remain in regulation. A resounding lead in favor of the New York Greek Americans, who look poised to take home their 6th top-level championship trophy. Under pressure inside their own half yet again are problems. The Greek press steps back just a little bit, allowing the Long Beach side to stray into their half. Space for a switch. Calling for it is Raymond Ramirez. But they will continue down the middle. The flag comes up. A good save in the end by Owen Patrick Gawronski, but the flag ensured that nothing came of that one. A gorgeous little flick, a good move. Trying just to get a second goal on the board before this match reaches its end. And while this one appears to be all but decided, you really do never know. Crazy things do happen at every level. Champions League, Premier League, CSL, every level of competitive play can have crazy upsets in the final minutes. So Greek Americans will have to ensure that there's no nonsense at the end of this one.
So to answer another question in the comments, I mean, it's not like we flew out to be here. We're a locally based side. So, of course, yeah, we see the local clubs here all the time. I mean, we do have the roster with the names given to us from Worldwide Problems, and we have been naming them. But yes, we have a little more familiarity with the folks in the Greek Americans. It's just
wide open into the box, looking for another. No way to stop them.
And it's Adam Marcoux. It's the Greek Americans legend. He's played for so many years. I've always joked about how he's entered his Dimitar Berbatov days, and he scored a goal that kind of reminiscent of Thierry Henry versus Leeds United back in the 2011-12 FA Cup. That was beautiful.
Adam Marcoux finds the net for the 5th time on the evening for the New York Greek Americans. Their lead has grown to 4. And in these final minutes, now it's definitely decided. All alone, so much space on the left-hand side. It's a shame Isaac Swanson stood no chance on the one-on-one. We'll see if problems send all bodies forward just to try to grace that score sheet more than once. Spread out wide, overhit, Greek throw.
We're down to our final 7.5 minutes plus stoppage time. It's at this point, it looks like it's just playing for pride, really.
Of course, a few substitutions made by both sides, so hopeful to get something out of the minutes on the pitch. A good sliding challenge. Swanson boots it clear for problems. The man in front, it's Kentrell Dorsey. Dorsey on the ball. He's got a target man in the middle of the box. 2 defenders in front of him. He takes a shot. Mishits it. Decent opportunity there for Dorsey. In the end, unable to direct that on frame or get it close to a teammate's head. Only really had one target inside the box. Second one running, trying to get in, but just not enough cooking for worldwide problems. Press there does win them the ball. Floated into the midfield, space to take a shot. That one will drift a few feet wide of the post. Garonsky lets it go, watches it travel out for another goal kick. Garonsky floats it towards the touchline. Carrying forward and tripped up, earning another free kick. Of course, following the match, we will have the trophy presentation. We'll try to grab some post-match interviews as well. The New York Greek Americans surely closing in on their 6th title. The ball's hammered into the box, cut out by problems. 2 blue shirts desperately trying to win it back. 4 goals is not enough of a lead for the Greek Americans. They want more. They have the ball back. Is there a chance for a shot?
Kept him onside.
There it is, and there it is. Wow.
Paul McVeigh. He's always wanted to score in a national final.
That's 2 on the night for McVeigh, both coming in the second half. And the game that was already decided quite some time ago, now turning to a bit of a stampede. The Greek Americans running up the score a little bit.
Well, it was 8-0 in their semifinal match with Rock City Boom. Just another goal-scoring rampage at this point.
Of course, unable to keep the clean sheet this time around. I'm sure they'll be a little frustrated to have such a good performance all around, but to still let their opponents sneak in 1 goal. And it really did seem like the goal came when they took their foot off the gas just for a minute. It was one of the few moments this entire match that they did so, and they were punished. Problem still on it. Trying to force their way through 3 blue shirts. They can't. The foul comes. Final 5 minutes here at Hofstra University in Hempstead, New York. The chilly December night on Long Island. Greek Americans captain Hermanius Achterkamp sends it quite long. It's taken back problems, building something along the left.
Outmuscled him.
Great physical play. Even in a game with such a decisive scoreline, the Greek Americans take pride in this physical game that they can bring every day. Some of these teams, you can tell the ones that really just love that physical game, not only invite it, but thrive in it. All of the factors going in the Greeks' favor. The weather, the location, the physicality, and of course the goals. Nothing comes of that. Referee allowing things to play on. Is there an opportunity? Still searching for that second goal. A brilliant dummy and a shot and a goal.
Ooh, nice goal.
What a strike from the top of the box. It's a second for Worldwide Problems FC. Wanted to make sure that they left just another word in on this one.
Look, I always said it's just about the determination and putting on a great game here. Look, it's not like they haven't been playing well. I think it's just the Greek Americans. They've just been a scoring machine this year, but it's great to see them pull another one back, and it's now 6-2.
And it's easy to say that in a different world, Worldwide Problems may have come out firing a little heavier, may not have conceded in that first half, and this would have been a completely different match. But the Greek Americans have clearly been the better side tonight. The scoreline shows it.
Looks like they might have enough in the tank to get a third one here. That'd be quite the match right there if they did.
The whistle blows again. The bodies collide inside the Greek Americans' penalty area. Just about 1 minute remains in this one. We'll see if there's anything more of note to come in the 90 minutes of play this evening. Achterkamp. Another long ball by the captain. Bodies come together. Ball ends up with Sharifi. Finds its way back to Achterkamp. This time he spreads it to Malik Mashriki. A little clip after the play. And it will be a free kick. Decent pressure. But surely just a matter of seconds separating the Greek Americans from their silverware. The ball will travel just out of play. And there is the final whistle. New York Greek Americans thunder past Worldwide Problems FC in the NISA Nation Championship Final. A thrilling match, a great first half before the Greek Americans just ran away with affairs here in the second 45 minutes. What a match it was at Hofstra University. The Greek Americans lifting a 6th title.
Stay tuned for everybody as we do the trophy ceremony later in the match. We'll be doing that live, and there will be post-game interviews. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Gets on the man on the back post, and there's the goal. There's the goal. And now he's through, and it's a goal. It's a goal for Westmeath.
He's got plenty of space. Nice cut. He gets around the keeper, that's it. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Alfaro could be in here on his left leg. Alfaro! Oh my goodness, it's a goal!
You don't have to keep saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not computer literate. We work to make sure that the only thing you'll have to say is, it works. Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez!
Go! And speed! Go back.
Eddie Stevie.
Are you serious? Where is this game?
Beckham.
Buddy, I'm telling
CSL's one of the oldest but strongest leagues, and here's lands down on a cross in front. Dawa trying to put in the opening goal. He puts it with ease. Nonetheless, it's another goal to his tally, and lands down go up 1-0. Drive for the outside. What a nice tap in. Dawa makes it a brace. Goes on the cross. Tries his way in. On a touch. And it's goal number 3 for Lansdowne. It's Ali Dawa with the hat trick. Just before the half. Ali Kamara sprinting down. His speed is his best quality. Puts in a nice pass, and it's another goal. I think it's Carlos Smart's first for the club. Oh, this could be a chance for Lansdowne to make it 5. Kamara. Oh, that's beautiful. Another beautiful goal from Ali Kamara. Feed it forward, but it deflects. Kavanaugh. Mulhare. Sending it out wide, go for the cross, get another tap in, and it goes in the net. Into the net. Carlos with the goal. Full control here. Kavanaugh. Slipping one real quick. Still in play. This could be the easy 7th goal. And who else but Kyle Galloway putting in the 7th. Good dribbling. And Ali Kamara makes it 8. He's determined to get that other goal in, and he just lets it brush the net. Walsh has been let back into the field after being addressed. Trying to win the foot race here as Renegades looking to get the opening goal. The tackle from DeMarco is going to give Renegades the penalty. This shot. And he saves it! Daniel DeMarco saves it. He keeps it clean for Lansdowne, but the ball is still in play. It's kept in play. Lansdowne cleared into midfield. Head on the far side. And Lansdowne go ahead! Lansdowne go ahead! And who else will it be? It's Dow Kavanaugh. Dow Kavanaugh puts Lansdowne ahead 78 minutes into the match. And the boys dance it off. The man who comes in the clutch in all the big games. 38 years old, but plays like he's 30.
Yes, Paddy. Richie on ball in the middle.
Going for the cross. And it's an equalizer. Renegades, they make this a game. Off a header on a nice cross. It's what they've been doing pretty much all match. And they say game on with 9 minutes left. And it goes in. And it goes over. Lansdowne don't equalize. Daniel DeMarco gets the right position last time, and he's going to try it again, but it still goes in. It's 2-0 to the Renegades. And he lets that one go in. And it goes in. They keep their advantage. Edwards hoping he can get a save here, and he does. Renegades feeling encouraged that they could possibly go into the U.S. Open Cup, 5 U.S. Open Cup. And it goes through. Renegades are going to their first ever U.S. Open Cup 2025. Congratulations.
Here we are at Hofstra University, and I want to congratulate the New York Greek Americans for being the 2024. Congratulations, guys. No, John. Congratulations, guys.
Weather aside, what a fantastic game of soccer here at Hofstra University Soccer Stadium, where the Greek Americans went head-to-head against Worldwide Problems for the 2024 NISA Nation National Final. Guys, beside me, we have the winners of the 2024 NISA Nation title, the Greek Americans. I am happy to be joined with Francesco, Adam and Mehdi. Guys, massive congratulations, 2024 NISA Nation National titles. Obviously, celebrations are in order.
Yeah, unbelievable day, great win, unbelievable performance. We're a great group of people, persons, and yeah, we just played a really good game. We got it.
Fantastic game of soccer, obviously. And this is your first title for the three of you. The Greek Americans have secured 6 national titles, but for the three of you here, it's your first national title.
Yeah, I'm probably the oldest in the team, if not one of the oldest. I feel like the oldest, but when I joined the club, they had just come off winning a national title, so I came with the idea that soon enough we'll get one, and it took a little while, but I think about a decade later, we've gotten another one, so it couldn't be sweeter. Sometimes the longer you wait, the better it gets, so really excited and happy to be here with these guys.
As the oldest of the team, do you feel like the dad of the group sometimes?
I do all the time, actually. I do. It's hard to keep everybody in line. So, but I do my best, and I get some help sometimes. So.
Well, you definitely kept everyone in line tonight. And then for yourself, fantastic game of soccer. It was a very high-scoring game of soccer. Greek Americans obviously took off in the start, securing 2 goals by Parinelli and Bodie. Second half came in. Worldwide Games secured a goal within the first 2 minutes, I want to say. Obviously, Greek Americans came back 4 goals, so 6-2 was the final score. What was going through your head throughout all these goals?
The first 10 minutes where we scored the 2 goals, it was pretty much good, and we were like literally talking about it in the half of like we gotta be careful if they score 1 goal, because as soon as the 2-1 they're gonna get the tempo and they're gonna get the timing over us. So it was kind of like challenging the first couple of like 15 minutes in the second half, but we find a way to have more chances. Thank God we scored couples, and that's when we have more. We were more comfortable and we had more space to add more. Yeah. So we had pretty much the same scenario in the semifinals. So I'm so happy with the performance. I'm so happy with my teammates. For the whole season so far, we're doing great. Like in the EPSL League, in this NISA Championship. So more goals to come, more wins, more titles. And I love it here. I had this in the summer. I had another summer league. We were playing the national with Motown against a team in Yes. So yeah, so we lost, and it was really here. I couldn't like. So today I had my revenge, and finally we got the title, and I'm so happy for the Greeks.
We have to give a round of applause though for Worldwide Problems, because they're a newly established club, they're still in their infancy, and to secure a spot in tonight's final, it obviously shows that they have a very strong work ethic.
Yeah, really good work ethic. As I said, this group is made of really good people, hard worker, and we enjoy. Every game we play together. I think we have fun, and that leads to winning. Sometimes losing, but we learn and we keep going on. We are excited to keep playing.
And just two shout outs to add to that. The first is Worldwide. I think they did really well to get here, and obviously they traveled, and we had the advantage to play in front of some fans and to be on the home field. So that's a big advantage for for us, and we were lucky enough to have it. It's a beautiful place to play, so we were lucky for that. Second shout out goes to the club because there's so many people behind the scenes that work every single time and come out to all these games and support us and keep us going through all of this. So we get the enjoyment to come out and play and get a result and to be happy with good people around us. But huge shout out, thanks to the guys that put it together, because without them, none of us would be here playing. So fantastic for them.
I would definitely thank the league for this, and the organization was perfect. But I have to thank our staff too, for putting the effort and making this happen. Is not that easy, especially in New York. So I really give them the credit for that. Yeah.
But this isn't your final game of the season. You also have a game next week. What can you take away from tonight's performance that you can bring onto the field next week?
Score more goals.
Yeah.
Just keep scoring.
Well, now it's going to be a matchup between the two matches.
There you go. Big game. Big game. It's a perfect time to play them.
And then, guys, your final question. We're closing off 2024 here. You have a game next week. What's in store next year for the Greek Americans?
Well, obviously we're going to try to replicate what we achieved this season and perhaps doing better, but I don't know, what can we do better,
It's game by game, and every game is we got to win, and that's how it goes. Yeah.
Well, I'll let you lift up the trophy one more time for the camera. Guys, lift it on up there. I'll let you go back and celebrate with your team. I'm sure they all want to celebrate. So that wraps up the 2024 NISA Nation National Championship. Congratulations to every single team involved and to Worldwide Problems for traveling all the way from California here to New York. It was a very cold evening here at Hofstra Stadium soccer pitch, but a fantastic game of soccer for the Greek Americans who have claimed their 6th national title. My name's Anya Hurricane here at New Logical Sports, and thank you very much to every single person that has tuned in. This is my final game of the season, and it's been such an honour to be your presenter here at New Logical Sports, and obviously to Patrick Murphy for the videography and to all the commentators who have joined us. We'll see you next year in 2025 at New Logical Sports. Weather aside,
Gets on the man at the back post, and there's the goal. There's the goal. And now he's through, and it's a goal. It's a goal for West Meath.
He's got plenty of space.